Now this is set number 30/2/2. This is section A of this set. This section comprises multiple choice questions. Its first question is, if one zero of the polynomial x square minus 3kx plus 4k be the twice of the other, the value of k is, there are 4 options. You have to find the correct one. Now if one zero is alpha, the other 0 will be 2 alpha. And we know the polynomial is x square minus 3kx plus 4k. Now write sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Now sum of the zeros are alpha plus beta, that is equal to alpha plus 2 alpha, that will come out to be 3k. It means 3 alpha is equal to 3k. It means alpha is equal to k. Write product of the zeros. Alpha beta is equal to alpha into 2 alpha is equal to 4k. It means 2 alpha square is equal to 4k. Instead of this k, write alpha, because k is equal to alpha. So instead of k, write alpha. Now instead of this k, I have written alpha. So 2 alpha square minus 4 alpha is equal to 0. Take 2 alpha common. Alpha minus 2 in the bracket, you will have it. This is equal to 0. So value of alpha is 0. Value of alpha is 2. Alpha cannot be equal to 0. So alpha is equal to 2. So B is the option. Now the second question is, the ratio in which the x-axis divides the line segment joining the points minus 2 and 3 and 6 minus 7 is. You have to find the ratio. Now this is A, this is B, and this point is P. Let this point is x0, because on x-axis the points will be x0, and this point P divides AB in the ratio lambda is to 1. I am to find this lambda. Now 0 is equal to minus 7 lambda plus 3 upon lambda plus 1. Find the value of lambda. Lambda will come out to be 3 by 7. So P divides AB in the ratio 3:7. That is, B is the option. Now its third question is, what is the total surface area of a solid hemisphere of diameter D? There are 4 options. We have to find the total surface area of a solid hemisphere. So diameter here is D, radius is D by 2. Total surface area of a hemisphere is 3 pi r square. So instead of r, write D by 2. You will have 3 pi D square by 4, that is 3 by 4 pi D square. So D is the option. यहाँ पर ध्यान रखने वाली बात यह है कि आप total surface area of hemisphere लोगे 3 pi r square. Now its fourth question is, what is the length of the arc of the sector of a circle with radius 14 centimeter and the central angle 90 degree? There are 4 options. You have to find the length of the arc if angle is given 90 degree and radius is given 14 centimeter. Write the formula for length of an arc, that is theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Substitute the values, you will get 22 centimeter. So A is the option. Now its fifth question is, if x is equal to 0.3 is a root of the equation x square minus 0.9k is equal to 0, then k is equal to, there are 4 options. Now x square minus 0.9k is equal to 0. Instead of x, write 0.3 and it will be equal to 0.3 whole square minus 0.9k equal to 0. 0.3 whole square is 0.09 minus 0.9k is equal to 0. When you solve this, k will come out to be 0.1. So C is the option. Question number 6. In the given figure, AB is parallel to PQ. If AB is 6 cm, OB is 3 cm, then the length of OP is. Now this figure is given to us. In this figure, these lines are given to us. AB is 6 cm, OB is 3 cm, and PQ is 2 cm. I am to find the length of OP, and there are 4 options. I am to find the right one. Now these two triangles, this triangle and this triangle, they are similar triangles, and we can prove it very easily. They are similar triangles, and your right sides are proportional. Just substitute the values. When you substitute the values, you will get OP is equal to 1. So D is the option. Now the 7th question is, if P and Q are natural numbers and P is a multiple of Q, then what is the HCF of P and Q? So there are 4 options. Its option is C. Q. Q is the right answer. HCF of P and Q is Q if P is a multiple of Q. Now question number 8. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, with angle A is equal to 32 degree and R is equal to 65 degree. Then the measure of angle B is, now ABC is similar to PQR. It means angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R. Angle A 32 degree, angle R is equal to 65 degree. It means angle C is equal to 65 degree. Now angle A is 32 degree, angle C is 65 degree. So angle B is equal to, since ABC is a triangle, so angle B is equal to 180 minus this 32 plus 65, that is 83. Now the ninth question is, the pair of equations x is equal to A and y is equal to B graphically represents line which are, there are four options. Now I have drawn the graph of x is equal to A and y is equal to B. Now this is the graph, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. This is the graph of x is equal to A and this is the graph of y is equal to B. Both these lines intersect at this point and its coordinates are A and B. So what is the option? D is the option, intersecting at A, B. So D is the option. Now the 10th question is, the area of the triangle formed by the line x by A plus y by B is equal to 1 with the coordinate axis is, there are four options. I am going to draw the figure of this. Now how you will draw the figure? This is the line. If x is 0 then y is B. If y is 0 then x is A. So coordinates are 0, B and A0. And when you draw it, its figure is like this. This point is A0, this point is 0B, this length is A, this length is B. So its area will be half into base into height, that is equal to 1 by 2 AB. So B is the option. Now 11th question is, in a single throw of two dice, the probability of getting 12 as a product of two numbers obtained is, there are four options. Now in a sample space there are 36 elements. If you throw two dice at a time, you will have 36 elements in a sample space. Now probability of getting 12 as a product of two numbers. Now it means you will get, in one die it should be 6, on the other die it's 2. On one die it's 2, other die it's 6. On one die it's 3, other die is 4. On one die it is 4, other die it is 3. So in all these four cases, their product is 12. So its probability is 4 upon 36, that is 1 by 9. So A is the option. Next 12th question is, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial ax square minus 5x plus c and alpha plus beta is equal to alpha beta is equal to 10, then find the value of A and C. There are four options here and you have to find the correct one. Let alpha beta are the zeros of this polynomial, then alpha plus beta is equal to 5 by A and alpha beta will come out to be C by A. Now we have given alpha plus beta 10, alpha beta is equal to 10, this is given to us. It means instead of this alpha plus beta I am going to write 10, instead of this alpha beta I am going to write again 10. So after solving this, you will get value of A and C. Value of A will come out to be half and value of C will come out to be 5, and D is the option. Now 13th question, a bag contains 100 cards numbered 1 to 100. A card is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the number on the card is a perfect cube? Now there are four options. Now total cards are 100. So numbers in a sample space are 100. Probability number on the card is a perfect cube. When it is a perfect cube, if it is 1, 1 is a perfect cube of 1. 8 is a perfect cube of 2. 27 is a perfect cube of 3. And 64 is a perfect cube of 4. So there are four numbers. So probability is equal to 4 by 100. That is 1 by 25. So C is the option. Now the 14th question is, in the given figure, DE is parallel to BC. If AD is 2 units, DB and AE both are 3 units and EC is X units, then the value of X is. Now there are four options. This figure is given to us. Now DE is parallel to BC. It means AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. and just substitute the values and you will get x is equal to 9 by 2. It means D is the option. Now the 15th question is, in the pair of equations 3x minus y plus 8 is equal to 0 and 6x minus ry plus 16 is equal to 0 represent coincident lines. The value of r is, there are 4 options. Now we have equation of 2 lines. We are to find the value of r. Now if the pair of equations represent coincident lines, it means it has infinite number of solutions. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So it means 3 by 6 is equal to minus 1 upon minus r is equal to 8 by 16. So here, from here you can find the value of r, which will come out to be 2. So D is the option. Now question number 16. The R hand of a clock is 6 centimeter long. The angle swept by it between 7:20 am and 7:50 am is, there are 4 options. You have to find the right one. In 12 hours, R hand make an angle of 360 degree. In 1 hour, it make an angle of 360 upon 12, that is 30 degree. It means in 1 hour, it makes an angle of 30 degree. It means in 60 minutes, it make an angle of 30 degree. In 1 minute, it makes an angle of half degree. So I am to find how much angle is made in 35 minutes. So in 35 minutes, 35 into 1 by 2 degree, that is 35 by 2 degree. B is the option. Now this is question number 17. In the given figure, the quadrilateral PQRS circumscribes a circle. Here PA and CS is equal to. This figure is given to us. We are to find PA and CS. There are 4 options. We are to find the right one. Now PA is equal to PD, CS is equal to ST. Now PA is equal to PD and CS is equal to ST. Why so? Because length of tangents drawn from an external point to the circle are of equal length. CS is equal to ST and PA is equal to PD. Now PA is equal to PD, CS is equal to ST. Add these two. We will have PA plus CS is equal to PD plus ST. Now PA plus CS is equal to PS. If you add these two, you will get PS. It means C is the option. Now the question 18. If alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial px is equal to x square minus ax minus b, then the value of alpha square plus beta square, there are 4 options. Now px is equal to x square minus ax minus b. Alpha beta are the zeros of this polynomial. Write sum of the zeros and product of the zeros and then find alpha square plus beta square. Now alpha plus beta is a, alpha beta is minus b. Alpha square plus beta square, write the formula, alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta, substitute the values, you will get B. B is the option. Now question number 19 and 20 are assertion and reason based questions carrying 1 mark each. A. Both assertion A and reason R are true and reason R is the correct explanation of assertion A. B. Both assertion A and reason R are true and reason R is not the correct explanation of assertion A. C. Assertion A is true and reason R is false. D. Assertion A is false and reason R is true. Now the 19th question. Assertion A. The polynomial px x square plus 3x plus 3 has 2 real zeros. Reason R. A quadratic polynomial can have at most 2 real zeros. Now this reason is true. A quadratic polynomial can have at most 2 real zeros. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वहाँ पर 2 real zeros हो सकते हैं and that is a true statement. Now let me check about the first one. Let me check about the assertion A. The polynomial px has 2 real zeros. Now this is px, x square plus 3x plus 3. Find b square minus 4ac. That will come out to be minus c. That is less than 0. So since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, so polynomial doesn't have real zeros. So assertion A is false. Assertion A is false. Reason R is true. So D is the option. Now 20th question. Assertion A. If PA and PB are tangent drawn from an external point P to the circle with center O, then the quadrilateral AOBP is cyclic. And this is a true statement. Now reason R. The angle between two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the point of contact at the center. Now these two are true statement. Assertion A is true, reason R is true. But reason R is not the correct explanation of assertion A. So B is the option. Now section B. This section comprises very short answers type questions of 2 marks each. Its 21st question is, its A part is, the length of shadow of a tower on a plain ground is root 3 times the height of the tower. Find the angle of elevation of the sun. Now this is the figure. The length of the shadow is root 3 times the height of the tower. So it will be root 3x. So I have this height, I have this base, and I am to find this angle theta, and this angle is theta, angle C is angle theta. So AB upon BC is equal to tan theta. It means x upon root 3x is equal to tan theta. It means tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. So theta is equal to 30 degree. So that is the answer. Now 21st question B part is, the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower. Now this is the figure. This is the height of the tower and this distance is 30 meters and this angle is 30 degree. I am to find the height. So h by 30 is equal to tan 30 degree. When you solve this, you will get 10 root 3. That is the answer. Now 22nd question. 22nd question. In the given figure, O is the center of the circle. AB and AC are tangents drawn to the circle from the point A. If BAC is 65 degree, then find the measure of angle BOC. Now in this figure, we have this angle 65 degree. And we have to find this angle BOC. Now this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 90 degree. Tangent is perpendicular to the radius of the circle at the point of contact. So we have 3 angles, find the 4th one. This is a quadrilateral, sum of angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. After calculating, we will get angle 115 degree. So that is the answer. Now 23rd question A part. If 4 cot square 45 degree minus sec square 60 degree plus sin square 60 degree plus P is equal to 3 by 4, find the value of P. So you know the value of cot 45 degree, sec 60 degree, sin 60 degree. Substitute those values and calculate it. You will get P is equal to 0. So that is the answer. Now 23rd question B part. If cos A plus cos square A is 1, then find the value of sin square A plus sin 4A. Start with this, sin square A plus sin 4A. Change sin square A into, now first take sin square A common. I'll have 1 plus sin square A in the bracket. Now change sin square A into 1 minus cos square A and change this sin square A into 1 minus cos square A. Now I'll have 1 minus cos square A. In the another bracket, I'll have 2 minus cos square A. Now cos square A can be written as 1 minus cos A. From this, I can write cos square A as 1 minus cos A. So instead of this cos square A, I'm going to write 1 minus cos A, and instead of this cos square A, I'm going to write 1 minus cos A. So here it is 1 minus cos A plus 2, in the another bracket, 2 minus 1 minus cos A. Now open the bracket, we will have 1 minus 1 plus cos A, 2 minus 1 plus cos A. This and this is cancelled. So in one bracket, now I have cos A, 1 plus cos A. Multiply this. I'll have cos A plus cos square A. And this is equal to 1. This is given to us that this is equal to 1. So this is how we have proved sin square A plus sin 4A is equal to 1. Now 24th question. Show that the points minus 2, 3, 8, 3 and 6, 3 are the vertices of a right angled triangle. Find the length of AB, then BC, then CA. Here I have found this length. AB is 10, BC is 2 root 5 and CA is 4 root 5. So AB square is equal to 10 square is equal to 100. BC square is 2 root 5 square, that is 20. CA square is equal to 4 root 5 whole square, that is 80. It shows AB square is equal to BC square plus CA square. So this shows AB square is equal to BC square plus CA square. It means they are the vertices of a right angled triangle. Now 25th question. Prove that 4 raised to power n can never end with the digit 0 where n is a natural number. सबसे पहले आप 4 raised to power n के factors बनाओगे. So factorize 4 raised to power n. This is equal to 2 raised to power 2 raised to power n. This is equal to 2 raised to power 2n. The only prime in the factorization 4 raised to power n is 2. It's clear? Now, if the number 4 raised to power n for any n were to end with the digit 0, then the prime factorization of 4 raised to power n would contain the prime 5. Here it is not containing. So, this is not possible. So, 4 raised to power n can never end with the digit 0. Now, section C. This section comprises of short answers type questions of 3 marks each. This is question number 26. Prove that sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta plus 1 plus cos theta upon sin theta is 2 cosec theta. Take the LCM. Now, when you take the LCM, you will have sin square theta plus 1 plus cos theta whole square in the numerator. Simplify it. First write the identity, then keep on simplifying it. When you keep on simplifying it, in the end you will have 2 upon sin theta. This is equal to 2 cosec theta. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Now 27th question A part. If the system of linear equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 and 2ax plus a plus by is equal to 28 have infinite number of solutions, then find the value of a and b. Now I have these two equations. They have infinite number of solutions. It means a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So 2 upon 2a is equal to 3 upon a plus b is equal to 7 upon 28. So 2 से 2 cancel हो जाता है. 7 to 4 is 28. So I'll have this. Now take this and this, then take this and this and solve them. You will get the value of a and b. A will come out to be 4 and b will come out to be 8. Now 27th question B part. If 217x plus 131y is equal to 913 and 131x plus 217y is equal to 827, then solve the equations for the value of x and y. इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए पहले आप क्या करने वाले हो, इन दोनों को ऐड करोगे, इन दोनों इक्वेशंस को सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे, तो वो एक हमारे पास इजी सॉल्यूशंस, इजी इक्वेशंस आ जाएंगी. नाउ आई हैव शोन इट हियर. फर्स्ट आई हैव एडेड दीज टू इक्वेशंस. So I'll get x plus y is equal to 5. उसके बाद मैंने इन दोनों को माइनस कर दिया, तो I'll get x minus y is equal to 1. Now I have two equations, x plus y is equal to 5, x minus y is equal to 1. You can now you can adopt any method, either elimination method or substitution method. Value of x will come out to be 3 and value of y will come out to be 2. So x is 3, y is 2. That is the answer. Now 28 sum part A. Find by prime factorization the LCM of the numbers 18,180 and 7,575. Also find the HCF of the two numbers. तो आपने इसके प्राइम फैक्टर्स बना लेने हैं और इसके भी प्राइम फैक्टर्स बना लेने हैं, आपको बनाने आते हैं. Then what is the LCM? LCM will be 2 raised to power 2, 3 raised to power 2, 5 raised to power 2 and 101. Multiply all these numbers. You will have this, and this is the LCM. Now what is HCF? HCF will be common factors. That is 3 into 5 into 101. 3 into 5 into 101. Answer is 1515. That is the HCF. Now 28 question B part. 3 bells ring at interval of 6, 12 and 18 minutes. If all the 3 bells rang at 6 a.m., when will they ring together again? Now find the LCM of 6, 12 and 18. So I have done this with the help of prime factorization. So prime factors of 6 are 2 and 3. Prime factor of 12 are 2 raised to power 2 into 3. Prime factors of 18 is 2 into 3 raised to power 2. Find the LCM. That will come out to be 36. They will ring together after 36 minutes. So they will ring together at 6:36 a.m. That is the answer. Now 29th question. In the given figure, O is the center of the circle and QPR is a tangent to it at P. Prove that angle QAP plus angle APR is equal to 90 degree. So this is the figure which is given to us. I have taken this QAP as angle 1 and APR as angle 2. APR as angle 2. So I am to prove angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. Now angle 2 plus angle 3 is 90 degree because this is radius. Radius is perpendicular to tangent at the point of contact. It means, and angle 3 is equal to angle 1 because this is radius. So angle 3 is equal to angle 1. Angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So when we said ki angle 2 plus angle 3 is 90 degree, instead of angle 3 I'll write angle 1. That it will come out to be angle 1 plus angle 2 is 90 degree. So I have written here its answer. If you want to check it, you can check it yourself. I have written here the answer. मैंने आपको verbally explain कर दिया है, वही चीज़ मैंने यहाँ पर लिख दी है. If you want to check it, you can check it yourself. Now 30th question. If Q01 is equidistant from P 5 minus 3 and X and R X 6, find the value of X. Now PQ is equal to QR. Q is equidistant from these 2 points. It means QP is equal to QR. QP square is equal to QR square. Then write the distance formula and you will get the result. X will come out to be plus minus 4. That is the answer. Now 31st question. Riti prepares a Rakhi for her brother Ronit. The Rakhi consists of a rectangle of length 8 cm and breadth 6 cm inscribed in a circle as shown in the figure. Find the area of the shaded region. Take the value of pi as 3.14. Now this is the Rakhi and there is a rectangle in between it. And we are to find the area of this shaded portion. It means what we are going to do? First find the area of the circle. Then find the area of this rectangle. And if you subtract area of rectangle from the area of the circle, you will get the result. Now area of the circle, for the area of the circle we need radius. So first we will find this AC. If we find this length AC, then half of this length will be the radius of the circle. So this length is given 8, this length is given 6. So this is a right angle triangle. So we will be able to find the length of AC, which will come out to be 10. So radius will be half of 10, that will be 5. So radius of this circle is 5. Now find the area of the circle minus area of the rectangle. Now this is what I have written here. So AC square is equal to 8 square plus 6 square, that is 64 plus 36, that is 100. So AC is 10. So diameter is 10 centimeter, radius is 5 centimeter. So area of the shaded portion is area of the circle minus area of the rectangle. Area of the circle is pi r square minus length into breadth, area of the rectangle. Just substitute the values, you will get 314 minus 48, that is 266 centimeter square. That is the answer. Now this is section D. This section comprises long answers type questions of 5 marks each. 32nd question is, a student noted the number of cars passing through a spot on a road for 100 periods, each of 3 minutes, and summarized it in a table given below. Find the mean and the median of the following data. Now number of cars 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. And frequency is given 7, 14, 13, 12, 20, 11, 15 and 8. You are to find the mean and the median of this data. So first I'll find the mean. So it is number of cars. This is xi, this is fi. So I have applied the direct method. So xi, fi, I have multiplied these two. And after adding it, I'll get 4070 and sum of frequency is 100, and write the formula which is fi xi sigma fi xi upon sigma fi 4070 upon 100, 40.7, that is the mean. Now here I have calculated median. So this is the again the number of cars. This is the frequency. You are to write the cumulative frequency here. So 7 plus 14 21, 21 plus 13 34, 34 plus 12 46, 46 plus 20 66, 66 plus 11 77, 77 plus 15 is 92, 92 plus 8 is 100. So n here is 100, n by 2 is 50. तो आपने क्या करना होता है, 50 से जो बड़ा होता है वो आपने कम्युलेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी देखनी होती है और उसको अंडरलाइन कर लेते हो, और इसका मतलब ये आपके पास L हो जाता है, H आपके पास 10 है, ये आपके पास F है, और इससे ऊपर वाला नंबर आपके पास CF है. And just write the formula. So here you have to write the formula and substitute the values and calculate it. When you calculate it, you will get 42 is the median. Now question number 33. Sides AB and BC and median AD of a triangle ABC are respectively proportional to sides PQ, QR and median PM of triangle PQR. Show that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Now these two triangles are given to us in which AB, BC and AD is proportional to the sides PQ, QR and PM. We are to prove ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So I have written here what is given to us and what we are to prove. Now its proof is, write what is given to us. This is given to us. So instead of BC, you will write 2 times BD because AD is the median. So BC can be written as 2 times BD and QR can be written as 2 times QM. So I have AB by PQ is equal to BD by QM is equal to AD by PM. So this shows triangle ABD is similar to triangle PQM. If these two triangles are similar, it means angle B is equal to angle Q. Now in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR. This is given to us, and just now we have proved angle B is equal to angle Q. It shows triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. This is what we want to prove. Now question number 33, B part. Through the midpoint M of the side CD of a parallelogram ABCD, the line BM is drawn intersecting AC in L and AD produced in E. Prove that EL is equal to 2 times BL. So this is the figure. You have to prove EL is 2 times BL. First we will take BMC and triangle EM and D. These two triangles, we will prove that they are congruent, and we can prove that. I have proved it here, they are congruent. And if the triangles are congruent, then in CPCT, DE is equal to BC. In triangle AEL and triangle CBL, इन दोनों triangles को similar prove कर दो, which you can do it. उसके बाद आप इन दोनों साइड, इनकी साइड्स प्रोपोर्शनल कर दोगे. सो इनकी साइड्स प्रोपोर्शनल आ जाएंगी. सिमिलर प्रूव करने के बाद आपकी साइड्स आ जाएंगी AE अपॉन BC इज इक्वल टू EL अपॉन BL इज इक्वल टू AL अपॉन CL. टेक दिस. नाउ AE अपॉन BC इज इक्वल टू EL अपॉन BL. AE can be written as AD plus DE. Instead of AD write BC, instead of DE write BC. So you will have 2 times BC upon BC and BC cancelled. Cross multiply से आपके पास result आ जाएगा. Now question number 34. Solve the equation for x. 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 up to x is equal to 287. It means A is given 1, D is given 4 minus 1, 3 and AN is here x, SN is given here 287. So we have all these things and we are to find the value of this x. It means we are to find AN. If we write AN is equal to A plus n minus 1, so x is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 into 3, x is equal to 1 plus 3n minus 3 and x is equal to 3n minus 2. So Sn is, write the formula for Sn. Sn is given 287 and we have this A, we have this D. We will get a quadratic equation in n, that is 3n square minus n minus 574 is equal to 0. Now we will factorize it by splitting the middle term and we will find the value of n here. Now we have this quadratic equation 3n square minus n minus 574 is equal to 0. Split the middle term. You will have 3n square minus 42n plus 41n minus 574 is equal to 0. Take 3n common, n minus 14 in the bracket plus 41 common, n minus 14 in the bracket. You will have this factor n minus 14, 3n plus 14, 3n plus 41 is equal to 0. Now if n minus 14 is 0, then value of n is 14. If 3n plus 41 is equal to 0, value of n is equal to minus 41 by 3, which is not possible. So n is equal to 14. Now we are to find the value of x. X is equal to 3n minus 2. Just substitute the values, you will get 40. That is the answer. Now question number 35a part. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower 30 meter high from the foot of another tower in the same plane is 60 degree, and the angle of elevation of the top of the second tower from the foot of the first tower is 30 degree. Find the distance between the two towers and also find the height of the other tower. Now this is the figure, and I think you can easily draw the figure. And now you have two triangles. One is ABC, the other is DCB. Discuss these two triangles, you will get the result. Now this is in triangle ABC. 30 by x is equal to tan 60 degree. 30 by x is equal to root 3. So x is equal to 30 by root 3. Rationalize it, you will get 10 root 3. So one answer is here. So you will get the value of x, distance between BC. And the other is find in DCB, h by x is equal to tan 30. H by tan root 3 is 1 by root 3. Cross multiply it, you will get h is equal to 10. So height of the tower is equal to 10. Now 35 question B part. From the top of a tower 100 meter high, a man observes two cars on the opposite sides of the tower with angles of depression 30 degree and 45 degrees respectively. Find the distance between the two cars. Use root 3 is equal to 1.73. Again, it's easy to make this figure. This is not a difficult figure. You can easily draw it. Now we have two triangles, this and this. And in triangle ADB, 100 upon x is equal to tan 30 degree. You will have the value of x. Now next is in triangle ADC. And again 100 by y is equal to tan 45 degree. It means y is equal to 100. It means y is equal to 100. So distance between BC, that is equal to x plus y. Distance between BC, that is x plus y. So 100 root 3 plus 100, that is 100. In bracket you will have root 3 plus 1. So that is the answer. This is section E. This section comprises 3 case study based questions of 4 marks each. Case study 1. Question number 36. Computer-based learning refers to any teaching methodology that makes use of computers for information transmission. At an elementary school level, computer applications can be used to display multimedia lesson plans. A survey was done on 1,000 elementary and secondary schools of Assam, and they were classified by the number of computers they had. Number of computers: 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 50, 51 to 100, 101 and more. Number of schools: 250, 200, 290, 180 and 80. One school is chosen at random. Then find the probability that the school chosen at random has more than 100 computers. Second question is find the probability that the school chosen at random has 50 or fewer computers. And its or part is B part is find the probability that the school chosen at random has no more than 20 computers. And its third part is find the probability that the school chosen at random has 10 or less than 10 computers. So we are to find the probability. I am going to discuss this sum here, and on the next page I have solved it. But its first question is find the probability that the school chosen at random has more than 100 computers. Now this is number of computers. So more than 100 computers, that is 80 schools have more than 100 computers. It means 80 by 1000. If we add all these schools, it will come out to be 1000. So we are to find the probability that school chosen at random has more than 100 computers. So 100 and more. It means 80 schools have more than 100 computers. So probability will be 80 upon 1000. Its second part is find the probability that the school chosen at random has 50 or fewer computer. 50 or fewer computer means 250 schools have 10 computers, 200 schools have 11 to 20 computers, 290 schools have 21 to 50 computers, and probability it has 50 or fewer computer. It means this, you will add this and this. It will be 250 plus 200 plus 290 upon 1000. You will get the answer. But next question is find the probability that the school chosen at random has no more than 20 computers. No more than 20 computers. It means they don't have more than 20 computers. It means you will add 250 and 200. It means 450. And the last one is you have to find the probability that the school chosen at random has 10 or less than 10 computers. 10 or less than 10 computers. So it will come. So 250 by 1000. That is the answer of the third. So on this page, I have written the answers of all these questions, and you can check it. You can pause my video here and you can check the answers of all the questions. Answer of first part is 0.08. Answer of second question A part is 0.74. Answer of second question B part is 0.45. Answer of third question is 0.25. 250 by 1000, that is 0.25. You can pause my video and you can check it yourself. Now this is case study 2. Question number 37. In an annual day function of a school, the organizers wanted to give a cash prize along with memento to their best students. Each memento is made as shown in the figure and its base ABCD is shown from the front side. The rate of silver plating is rupees 20 per centimeter square. Now this is the figure. Based on the above, answer the following questions. What are the questions? First is, what is the area of quadrant ODCO? Second is, find the area of triangle AOB. Now third A part, what is the total cost of silver plating the shaded part ABCD? Its B part is, what is the length of the arc CD? Now, what is the area of the quadrant ODCA? Now, quadrant is ODCO. This is the quadrant. And here OC is 7 centimeter. And here this angle is 90 degree. So, area of this quadrant is theta by 360 into pi r square. We have the value of r here. Theta here is 90 degree. So we will have the answer of the first question. Now second is, find the area of AOB. AOB is a right angle triangle in which this side is 7 centimeter plus 3 centimeter, 10 centimeter. So this is 10 centimeter, this is 10 centimeter. This is a right angle triangle. So area will be half into base into height. So that is the answer of the second question. Its third question is, what is the total cost of silver plating the shaded part ABCD? ABCD. So यहाँ पर ये जो शेड किया हुआ है इसका एरिया निकालना है और उससे फिर उसके बाद उसकी कॉस्ट निकालनी है. It means if we subtract the area of this quadrant from the area of this triangle, we will get the area of this shaded portion. And when we multiply it with 20, then we will get the cost. Now its B part is, what is the length of the arc CD? Now we have to find the length of the arc CD. What is the formula for that? Theta by 360 into 2 pi r. So we have r, we have theta, so we can find that. On the next page, I am going to write all the answers of these questions. Now first is area of ODCO, that is theta by 360 into pi r square. Just substitute the values, you will get 38.5 centimeter square. It's now OA is 7 plus 3, 10 centimeter. It means area of AOB is half into base into height, that is 50 centimeter square. Now area of the shaded portion, This is equal to area of triangle OAB minus area of quadrant ODCO. 50 minus 38.5, that is 11.5 centimeters square. Total cost 11.5 into 20, that is 230 rupees. Length of the arc, this is equal to theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Just substitute the values. You will get 11 centimeter. Now case study 3. 38th question. In a coffee shop, coffee is served in two types of cups. One is cylindrical in shape with diameter 7 cm and height 14 cm. And the other is hemispherical with diameter 21 cm. So they are the shapes of the cup. Here height is 14 cm and the diameter is 7 cm. And here diameter is given 21 cm. Based on the above, answer the following questions. First is find the area of the base of cylindrical cup. Second is what is the capacity of the hemispherical cup. And the third, and its or part B part is find the capacity of the cylindrical cup. Its third part is what is the curved surface area of the cylindrical cup. Now see here, its first question is find the area of the base of cylindrical cup. Base is a circle, so base is a circle, so area of a circle is pi r square. Here r is equal to, so r here is 7 by 2 centimeter, and just substitute the value, you will get the answer. What is the capacity of the hemispherical cup? You have to find the, now we have to find the capacity of this cup. That means we have to find the volume of this cup, and volume of a hemispherical cup is 2 by 3 pi r cube, and r here is 21 by 2. So just substitute the value, you will get the answer. Its B part is find the capacity of cylindrical cup. Now cylindrical cup, you have to find the capacity of cylindrical cup. It means you have to find the volume. Volume of a cylindrical cup is pi r square h. Substitute the values. Its third part is what is the curved surface area of a cylindrical cup. Curved surface area, formula for that is 2 pi r h. Substitute the value, you will get the answer. Here on this page, I have answered all the questions. So you can pause my video and you can check the answers. And first I have found area of the base of the cylinder, which is 77 upon 2 centimeter square. Radius of the hemisphere is 21 by 2 centimeter. Then capacity of hemisphere cup is, that is volume of a hemisphere, that will come out to be 2425.5 centimeter cube. Then capacity of a cylindrical cup, that will come out to be 847 centimeter cube. Then find the curved surface area of the cylindrical cup, that is equal to 308 centimeter square. So these are the answers of all these 4 questions, and you can pause my video, you can check it. Now this is set number 30/2/1. I have already explained set 2. There are some different questions that were there in set 1 and set 3. So I am going to explain those questions. Now his first question is, which of the following quadratic equations has sum of its roots as 4? Now there are 4 options. There are 4 quadratic equations are written here. I am to tell which of the quadratic equation has sum of the roots as 4. So let me start from the A part. 2x square minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. Here sum of the root is 2. So that is not the answer. Now let me discuss the B part. Minus x square plus 4x plus 4. Sum of its roots is minus 4 upon minus 1, that is equal to 4. So its B is the option. Its second question is, what is the length of the arc of the sector of a circle with radius 14 centimeter and central angle 90 degree? There are 4 options. Here r is 14, theta is 90 degree, length of the arc, write the formula, substitute the values, you will get 22 centimeter. So A is the option. Now its fifth question is, the coordinates of the vertex A of a rectangle ABCD whose 3 vertices are given as B00, C30 and D04R. Draw this figure, you will get the coordinates of this point is 3, 4. So C is the option. Now ninth question is, if one zero of a polynomial 6x square plus 37x minus k minus 2 is a reciprocal of the other, then what is the value of k? There are 4 options. Now our polynomial is 6x square plus 37x minus k minus 2. Let alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial. If one zero is alpha, other is reciprocal of this, the other zero is 1 by alpha. Sum of the zeros alpha plus beta, that is alpha plus 1 by alpha, is equal to minus 37 by 6. Product of the zeros, that is alpha into 1 by alpha, that is minus k minus 2 upon 6. Alpha alpha cancelled, you will have 1 into 6 is equal to minus k minus 2. So value of k is equal to minus 4. So A is the option. Now it's 11th question. If 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, what is the probability of getting at most one tail? Now 3 coins are tossed simultaneously. It means sample space, there are 8 elements in the sample space. So probability of getting at most one tail, that will be 4 by 8. That is B is the option. Its 14th question is, the zeros of the polynomial px is equal to x square plus 4x plus 3 are given by, there are 4 options. You have to find the zeros of this polynomial. So px is equal to 0. Now factorize it, split the middle term. You will get x plus 3, x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x plus 3 is 0, x is equal to minus 3, x plus 1 is 0, x is equal to minus 1. So two zeros are minus 1 and minus 3. So D is the option. 21st question. Prove that 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number given that root 3 is an irrational number. Let 2 plus root 3 is a rational number. It means 2 plus root 3 is equal to p by q, where HCF of pq is 1 and q is not equal to 0. Now squaring both sides, we will have 4 plus 3 plus 4 root 3 is equal to p square plus upon q square. Take these two numbers to this side. So 4 root 3 is equal to p square by q square minus 7. It means root 3 is equal to p square minus 7q square upon 4q square, which is not possible. This is irrational number and this is a rational number. Irrational number cannot be equal to a rational number. So this is not possible. It means p plus root 3 is a irrational number. Now question number 29. A car has two wipers which does not overlap. Each wiper has a blade of length 21 cm sweeping through an angle of 120 degree. Find the total area cleaned at each sweep of the blade. Here R is equal to 21 cm, theta is 120 degree, area cleaned by two wipers, that is 2 times area of a sector, that is theta by 360 into pi r square. Just substitute the values, you will get 924 centimeter square. Question number 32. How many terms of the arithmetic progression 45, 39, 33 dash 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 must be taken so that their sum is 180? Explain the double answer. Now here sum is 180 degree, AP is given 45, 39, 33 onward. Here A is 45, D is minus 6. Write the formula for Sn, n by 2, 2A plus n minus 1D. Just substitute the values. You will get a quadratic n square minus 16n plus 60 is equal to 0. Split the middle term. You will have two values of n. Here n is 10, n is 6. If there are 10 terms, it means their sum will be equal to 180, and if n is 6, their sum will be equal to 180. We have to explain why the double answer is right. So for that I have explained on the next page. First, if n is 6, S6 is 180. If n is 10, S10 is 180. So answer is right. Because when we write 6 terms, they all are positive terms. If you add them, it will come out to be 180. If we write 10 terms, there are few negative terms and few positive terms. 9 and 3 are positive terms, minus 3 and minus 9 are negative terms. When we add this and this is cancelled, so sum will again come out to be 180. Question number 33. As observed from the top of 75-meter lighthouse from the sea level, the angle of depression of two ships are 30 degree and 60 degree. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between the two ships. Now you all can draw this figure. You all know how to draw the figure. We have two triangles. One is ABC, the other is ABD. Discuss these two triangles and you will get the required answer. So its answer is y will come out to be 50 root 3. So distance between the two ships, which is distance between the two ships, which is y, is come out to be 50 root 3. That is the answer. Now question number 33, B part. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of transmission tower fixed on the top of 30-meter high building are 30 degree and 60 degrees respectively. Find the height of the transmission tower. Now this is the figure. You can draw it. This height is 30 meter. Let this height AB is h meter. This whole height is h plus 30. And this angle is 30 degree and this angle is 60 degree. And this distance is x. Now discuss two triangles. One is BCD, the other is ACD. In triangle BCD, 30 upon x is equal to tan 30 degree. And from here you will get the value of x. Then discuss the triangle ACD. Then h plus 30 upon x is equal to tan 60 degree. Now instead of x, write 30 root 3. So you will get h plus 30 upon 30 root 3 is equal to root 3. On the next page, you will be able to find the value of h. Now h plus 30 upon 30 root 3 is equal to root 3. H plus 30 is equal to 30 root 3 root into root 3. H plus 30 is equal to 90. H is equal to 90 minus 30, which is 60. So 60 meter is the answer. Now this is set 30/2/3. I have already discussed set 2. There are some different questions in the set 3. I am going to discuss those questions. This is question number 3. If 2x plus 3y is equal to 15 and 3x plus 2y is equal to 25, then the value of x minus y is, there are 4 options. Now we have 2 equations. So by elimination method, I'll find the value of x and y. So by elimination method, y is equal to minus 1, and if I substitute this value in one of the equations, I'll get x is equal to 9. So x minus y is 9 minus minus 1. That will come out to be 10. So C is the option. Now question number 4. In the given figure, angle A is equal to angle C. AB is 6 cm, AP is 12 cm, CP is 4 cm. Then the length of CD is. Now this figure is given to us. There are 4 options. Now in triangle ABP and triangle CDP, ABP and CDP, prove these 2 triangles similar, and you can prove it easily. And then their sides are proportional. And if you write their sides proportional, substitute the values which are given to us, and you will be able to find the value of CD, which is 2, and A is the option. Now the 5th question is, the sum of the zeros of the polynomial root 2x square minus 17 are given as, there are 4 options. Root 2x square minus 17. Let alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial. So we are to write the sum of the zeros. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, that is equal to 0 by minus 0 by root 2, that is equal to 0. So C is the option. Now the 6th question is, if the area of the base of a cone is 51 cm square and its volume is 85 cm cube, then the vertical height of the cone is given as, there are 4 options. Now area of the base is 51 cm square, and area of the base means area of the circle, which is equal to 51 cm square. It means pi r square is equal to 51 cm. Now the volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square h is given 85 cm cube. Instead of pi r square, write 51. So 1 by 3 51 h is equal to 85. So h is equal to 85 into 3 by 51. So that will come out to be 5 cm. So height, vertical height is equal to 5 cm. It means D is the option. Now 25th question. Prove that 6 minus root 7 is an irrational number given that root 7 is an irrational number. We have to prove 6 minus root 7 is an irrational number. So let it be rational. So it can be written as 6 minus root 7 can be written as P by Q, where HCF of PQ is 1 and Q is not equal to 0. Squaring both sides, I'll get 6 square plus root 7 whole square minus 6 root 7 is equal to P square by Q square. I have 36 plus 7 minus 12 root 7 is equal to P square by Q square. Minus 12 root 7 is equal to P square by Q square minus 43. So root 7 is equal to p square minus 43q square upon minus 12q square. So that is equal to 43q square minus p square upon 12q square. Now root 7 is an irrational number and this is a rational number. So irrational number cannot be equal to a rational number. So our supposition is wrong. So 6 minus root 7 is an irrational number. Now prove that cos square theta upon 1 minus tan theta plus sin cube theta upon sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 1 plus sin theta cos theta. This cos square theta, change tan theta into sin theta by cos theta. Now simplify this denominator. You will get this. And ultimately you will have cos cube theta upon cos theta minus sin theta plus sin cube theta upon sin theta minus cos theta. Now this is sin theta minus cos theta, this is cos theta minus sin theta. Take minus common. You will have sin theta minus cos theta in the bracket. Now take the LCM. You will have minus cos cube theta plus sin cube theta. So you have now sin cube theta minus cos cube theta upon sin theta minus cos theta. Now write the formula. You will have sin theta minus cos theta in one bracket, sin square theta plus sin theta cos theta plus cos square theta in the another bracket. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So this and this is cancelled and this sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So you have 1 plus sin theta cos theta. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Now 27th question. A chord of a circle of radius 14 cm subtends an angle of 60 degree at the center. Find the area of the corresponding minor segment of the circle. Use pi is equal to 3.14 and root 3 is equal to 1.73. Now this is the figure. Now you have to find the area of this minor segment. Now this angle is given 60 degree and this radius is given 14 centimeter. Now how you will find the area of the minor segment? Area of the minor segment is equal to area of the sector OAPB minus area of the equilateral triangle OAB. Now this is an equilateral triangle and write the formula theta by 360 pi r square minus root 3 by 4 side square. This is the area of equilateral triangle and this is the area of the sector. Just substitute the values. Now substitute the values and after simplification you will get 17.8 centimeter square. That is the area of the minor segment. Now question number 32. The mode of the following frequency distribution is 55. Find the missing frequency A and B. Now this class intervals are given, frequency is given. There are two numbers, one is A, one is B here. And we have to find the value of this A and B. And mode is given 55. So I have written class intervals here. So I have written class intervals here. Here it is a frequency. Now 55 comes in this interval. So underline this. So this point is F1, F0, this is F1, this is F2, this 45 is L, H here is 15. And this, if we add all these numbers, this is equal to 51. This is given to us. It means if we add 6 plus 7 plus A plus 15 plus 10 plus B is equal to, that is equal to 51. So that is one equation we have. And now mode is 55. Write the formula for mode and substitute the values. When you substitute all the values, you will get 10 is equal to 15, 15 minus A upon 20 minus A. Now 10, 20 minus A is equal to 15, 15 minus A. 200 minus 10A is equal to 225 minus 15A. Solve this, you will get A is equal to 5. Now we have 6 plus 7 plus A plus 15 plus 10 plus B is equal to 51. So here we will have A plus B is equal to 13. Substitute the value of A, which is 5. So B is equal to 8. So here A is 5, B is 8. This is what we want to prove. Now this is question number 33. Prerna saves rupees 32 during the first month and rupees 36 in the second month and rupees 40 in the third month. If she continues to save in this manner, in how many months will she save rupees 2000? Now this is an AP, 32, 36, 40 onward, this is an AP. Here A is 32, D is equal to 4 and SN is equal to 2000. Write the formula for SN and you will just substitute the values. You will get a quadratic 4n square plus 60n minus 4000 is equal to 0. So n square plus 15n minus 1000 is equal to 0. Split the middle term. You will have n square plus 40n minus 25 minus 1000 is equal to 0. You will have two factors now. N plus 40 and minus 25 is equal to 0. Now you have n is equal to minus 40, n is equal to 25. So n cannot be negative. So answer is n is equal to 25. Here n is equal to 25. It means in 25 months she will be able to save rupees 2000. So here I have discussed all the three sets: 30/2/1, 30/2/2, 30/2/3. Thanks for watching my video.